Class, stand. Get out your Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Great job. You may be seated. I wonder who could tell me our 5 vowels all by themselves. Johanna, stand. Johanna, what are our 5 vowels? A,
E, I, O, U.
Wow, give her a silent cheer. Could I find a boy who could do that all by themselves? I wonder if I could. Elijah, stand. Elijah, tell me. A, E,
O, U.
Whoa, give him winky blinkies. He is learning his vowels. Class, stand, and let's do our vowels together. Tell me the names first. Begin. A, E, I, O, U. Now tell me the sounds. Begin. A, aw, Good job. Here we go. Let's do it this way. A says a. E says e. I says I. O says ah. U says Wow, let's go up the ladder this time. Can you stand right in front of your chair? Stand right in front of your chair so everybody can see our chart. Good job. Now, if we're standing so still and we're not jumping around, then we can see, everybody can see the chart. Here we go. Begin. U says O says ah. I says I. E says A says a. Way to go. Let's sing about it. A says a. E says a. I says I. Kayla O says U says Now I said my vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Great job. Sit down. You are learning your letters and doing such a good job. Girls, stand. Girls, I want all the girls to stand up straight and tall right in front of their chair and say the sounds 3 times. But your eyes have to be right here on my card. Johanna, stand right in front of your chair. Eyes on my cards. Begin. I. Oh, what's this one? Great job. Sit down. Boys, stand. Boys watching you. Stand up too. Do you think you could do better than those girls? The girls were awfully wiggly. I'm not even sure all the girls had their eyes on me. Now, the girls watching had their eyes on me. But I'm not sure if the girls right here in the classroom with Mrs. Stewart actually had their eyes on Miss Stewart. Can you watch me, boys? Can you do a good job? I hope so. Here we go, boys. Begin. Boys, give yourselves muscles and a silent cheer. That was fantastic. Boys watching, fantastic. Way to go. You may be seated. That was hard work. Now we're going to play a really fun game. When you see the capital letter, you're going to stand. Now, you really have to think. Catherine and Kyla, you really have to think about this game. When you see the this is like big first grade work. Are you ready to do first grade work? I mean first grade work. Okay. Whenever you see capital letter, you're going to stand and say it. But if it's a little letter, you're going to stay in your chair. If it's a capital letter, what are you going to do? Stand. If it's a little letter, what are you going to do?
Sit down.
All right. Are you ready? But we're going to still say the sound. So here we go. Let's see what we're going to do. Well, Angelina, if you're not looking at my cards, you are not going to know if it's a capital or a little. Here we go. Good. You knew that was a capital letter. Let's see what's going to come next. Oh, what is that? It's a little letter. So you should be doing what? Sitting in your chair because it's a little letter. Good. Look at table 2, boys and girls watching. You were thinking too. And I like how Lucas had his eyes on these cards the whole time because he stood up and sat down the right way every time. Way to go. That was hard work. Now let's have some more fun with our cards. It is so much fun to play with our cards, but you have to be watching, Lauren, so that you know when these cards come up that we can play. So let me see if we can have a contest. Are you ready? Jonathan and Kyla stand. Jonathan and Kyla, wait for me to say go. Go. Oh, it was Jonathan. He was the winner. So Jonathan, come see Mrs. Stewart. So Jonathan's going to keep score for the boys. So Jonathan, you're going to put a point right here, okay? So put one line right here. All right, there you go, because it's stay right here, because that's a big line. So that way you can keep track, okay? Let's see. Catherine and Luke stand. Catherine and Luke, wait for me to say go. Go. All right, Catherine, so now you get to be the one that keeps score for the girls. You don't have to make such a big line, though, okay? Put a score point right here for the girls. Yep, just a line. There you go. Good job. All righty, here we go. Are you ready? Johanna and William stand. Johanna and William, wait for me to say go. Go. It was Johanna, so the girls get a point. Put a point right there. No, Johanna, you go sit down. And Catherine, put a point right here. Put a point right there. Good job. Oh, it's 2-1. Let's find out. Let's see. Lucia stand and Elijah stand. Lucia and Elijah, wait for me to say go. Go. It was Elijah, so you get to put a point. Yeah, good job. Okay, Elijah, go sit down. Elijah, go sit down. Elijah, go sit down. Good job. Jonathan is our scorekeeper. Good job. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Cyrus and Kayla stand. Wait for me to say go. Go. Oh, I'm going to say that was a tie. Let's try another one. Go. Okay, I said it was a tie, but he beat you, Cyrus. That's another point for the boys. Okay, Carter and Bethany stand. Wait for me to say go. Go. Try again. Right there, Bethany got it. What is it, class? Boys and girls watching, you knew that one, didn't you? Okay, you get to make a point. Good job. All right, Lauren and Oakley stand. Wait for me to say go. Go. Oakley, you get a point. Okay. All right, Joseph and Angelina stand. Wait for me to say go. Go. Joseph, what is it? All right, but it was her turn, so she gets to make a point. It was the girls that time. Okay. All right, Connor and I like the way Kylie is sitting. Kylie and Connor stand. Are you ready? Okay, it was her. So go ahead and make a point. Kyla's got the point. All right, let's see. Let's see who got the point. Are you ready? Come stand over here. Let's count. Count with me, class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many the boys have. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody did a good job, but the girls are the winner. Girls, stand. Girls, give yourselves silent cheers. Yay! And boys, give them winky blinkies. All the boys give them winky blinkies because we're going to have a good team spirit. Luke, we want to have a good attitude, so give them winky blinkies, please. Good job. Here we go. All right, thank you. That was hard work playing that game. That was a fun, oh, thank you. Good job. Love that hard work. Class, that's okay. It's just chalk. I get chalk on my hands all the time. Just go like this. All right, class, stand. Get out your elephant. One elephant went out to play out on a spider's web one day. He had such enormous fun that he called for another elephant to come. Sit down. We are doing our very best. So let's see who can say this, our new letter, all by ourselves. Maybe we should do it together first. Class, stand. Let's say it together first. Capital E, little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh. Sit down. Hands on your shoulders, on your nose, on your head, on your knees, in your lap. Ooh, boys and girls watching, you did that faster than these boys and girls did. Way to go. All right, let's see who can say it all by themselves. Catherine, stand. Capital
E, little e. E said elephant. E said
We'll try again. E says eh. Way to go. Come give me a high five. That was hard work. Thank you. Way to go. Let's see. Joseph, stand. Capital E.
little e. E said as an entrance.
Oh, try again. E says eh as in.
Elephant. E said
Say eh. That was hard work. Come give me a high five. Whoa, try that again. There you go. Oh, these boys are so strong. Let me see. William, stand. Capital E. Capital E, little e. E says
It's an elephant. E says
eh. See, you can do it. Come give me a high five. You can do it. There you go. Girls, stand. Girls, you do it. Capital E, little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh. Great job. Sit down. Boys, stand. Boys, you do it. Begin. Capital E, little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh. Good job. Sit down. Table 3, stand. Table 3, you do it. Capital E, little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh. Sit down. Boys watching, you do it. Just the boys watching. I'll do it with you. Capital E, little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh. Boys watching, show me your muscles. Way to go. Table 1, stand. Table 1, you do it. Capital E, little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh. Way to go. You guys are learning our new letter. Class, stand. Get out your apple. A for apple. For elephant. I for inchworm squirming all around. For ostrich living in the zoo. For umbrella to keep the rain off you. Now I said my vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Tell me what you think of this song I sang for you. Tell me your vowels again. A, E, I, O, U. Great job. Sit down. Let's see if I can find another helper who could say this all by themselves. Cyrus, stand. Capital E.
little e. E says as an elephant. E says eh.
Whoa, that is amazing. I love this hard work. Let's see who else I could pick. Who else has their hands in their lap and their eyes on their teacher? Mila, stand. Capital E.
Little e. E says has an umbrella.
Oh, E as in,
Um,
what's that?
elephant.
There you go.
E says,
Way to go. Come give me a high five. That makes my heart happy. Way to go. Lucia, stand. Capital.
Little E. E says, as an elephant. E says,
I did not even have to help her. Come get me a big hug. I need a hug right now. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. She did it all by herself. Way to go. Class, stand. Let's see if you can do it without Mrs. Stewart. I'm not even going to start it for you. Do you think you can say it after I say begin? Try it. Begin.
Capital E, little e. E says, as an elephant. E says,
What? That was fantastic. You did it all by yourself. You didn't even need my help. Give yourselves a silent cheer. Give your brain a kiss. And give yourself a high five. That was fabulous. That's the way to work hard at big school. Boys and girls watching, I sure hope that you were doing that too, because that was fantastic. Are you ready? Let's get out another elephant. Here we go. 2 elephants went out to play out on a spider's web one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another elephant to come. Get out your third one. 3 elephants went out to play out on a spider's web one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another elephant to come. Great job. Stay standing. Let's do our vowel chart one more time. Do you think you could do it with Mrs. Apple being silly? Bethany, do you think you could do it if Mrs. Apple was silly and mixed it up and pointed to different things all by yourself, just like you just did E all by yourself? Let's try it. Are you ready? Begin. Apple, Oh, I wonder where she's going to go. Begin. You did it. Boys and girls watching, are you watching? Give yourselves a high five. You really are working today. And boys and girls watching, that was great. Let's sing our song one more time. A says E says I says I. O says U says Now I said my vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Wow, you are working so hard. You may be seated. If my letter has a hat and shoes, what letter is it? Capital I. If my letter is a long stick with 3 more sticks, what letter is it? One. Capital E. Good job, Angelina. And if my letter is a great big smiley face, what is it? Capital U. I hope you are having fun learning your letters, boys and girls watching. I hope you remember capital E and little e says